the view for myself. I certainly hope and pray that you will never let that famous view be spoilt. It is the physical characteristic of both Richmonds which first tied us together. It is too precious to lose. In terms of history, our Richmond has had its fair share of royal residents. Henry VII, Henry VIII, who developed Hampton Court Palace, followed by Elizabeth I, who died at Richmond Palace, and George III, who was temporarily incarcerated in Kew Palace, no doubt recovering from the loss of the American colonies. And there were more. But you too have names connected with Richmond, Virginia, which have an historic resonance for the people of the United States. Patrick Henry, Thomas Jefferson, John Marshall, Robert E. Lee, Jefferson Davis, Maggie L. Walker, John Mitchell Jr., Arthur Ashe, and Oliver Hill, among others. The development of this region required the cooperation with the English of the original Virginians. We know, for example, of the crucial and humane role in those early years of the Princess Pocahontas. Within 5 years of landing here, the majority of the colonists had died, and the economic value of the land was negligible to the British Crown, with no active exports to England and little commercial activity. Until, of course, the discovery of tobacco. Such a labour-intensive crop led to the importation of the first black indentured slaves or bonded labourers. This celebration is not the time or the place to dwell on the issue of slavery, except perhaps to note with gratitude that 2007 also marks the bicentenary of the abolition of the slave trade, the first significant step in the abolition of slavery entirely. On the 2nd of March 1807, the US Congress passed an act